Yeah, I get where you're going. Julie in Bloomington.
Good morning.
Morning.
I think the nugget sometimes that's being covered up by things that look like this is education is pretty adamant about removing parents from the equation. And that's just my personal opinion as a mother and as a middle school teacher in Central Illinois. And I've had multiple situations, probably in the last 6 or 7 years, with my own children. If anybody's gone to a parent-teacher conference in the last 6 or 7 years, you'll walk in and your kid presents a slideshow to you on their own computer. You don't actually sit down and talk with the teacher. And the times that I have trying to advocate for one of my children, they will talk to my child sitting right there in the meeting, and they will not speak to me. I'm like,
that's ridiculous.
I'm a colleague of yours. I teach with you. And as as the kids have gotten older, we've had situations where a friend of mine, so my children go to the schools that I teach in, so it's a little bit different. But they've had situations where a child maybe was sharing with my daughter, I think of self-harming. Okay, well, I happen to know the mother of this child, and so I reach out to the mother. The school social worker, who is a colleague, comes to me, reads me the riot act. How dare you contact the parent? You need to be contacting me. And I said, again, who do you think you are that you trump a parent? But this shows up all the time in that the parents are almost left out, just like the LGBTQ issue I actually spoke to you all about a few months ago. You would call the parent, the teacher says to me. You would call the parent? How could you call the parent? I'm an advocate in that child's life. I'm a trusted adult. They should be coming to me, not the parent. So I'm not sure, even as a teacher, where this little nugget was born. But as a mother and as a teacher, I see it all the time. And so I don't know if that's their way, the beginnings of indoctrination or whatever you want to call it, but it's real and it's everywhere. That the parents, it used to be, when we were kids, the parents were very involved in grades, involved in discipline, involved in planning what's best for the kid. Now, forget about it.
Thanks for the call, Julia. Appreciate that perspective, particularly as a teacher. Trans Awareness Week. One New Hampshire teenager is very aware of Trans Awareness Week. He's suing his school district, Exeter High School, not Phillips Exeter, the boarding school, but Exeter High School, the public school there in New Hampshire, suing his school district after he was suspended from the football team for a game because he said there are only two genders.
Oh, please.
That's Trans Awareness Week. That's building a better world.
Civil rights movement of our time, Dan.
That's inclusion and tolerance. That's what we're talking about. And I'm sure his parents weren't consulted about this before the decision was rendered either because, as Julie was saying, the point is to cut them out. The point is to cut them out. This parents' rights movement that has sprung up organically around the country is because parents are experiencing exactly what Julia from Bloomington said. Exactly. And this play at McClure Junior High in Western Springs and so many like it are not innocent. Dan and Amy, Chicago's Morning Answer.